name is Chris, the main man, Speaker of the Parliament. And this morning I will not be doing this alone. I have friends in the house, guests in the house that will be dissecting this matter with me. Well, I say beautiful ladies in the house. How about that? Good morning. I have first things first. I think you should have heard Jesus' voice before. Cheesy, thank God, right? Cheesy, thank God. Welcome, Cheesy. How are you doing?
I'm great.
Let me compliment you. This is how we do it, right? We have to compliment. First things first, you're looking, what's the word now? Sterling. I have to preserve the one I'll use for my other guests. You're looking sterling this morning.
Thank you.
You're doing a gentle lady. And another lady we have here, a very beautiful lady as well. Her name is Miss Happiness. What's your other name again? Felix, yes. Good morning, Miss Happiness. Can you speak close to the mic so we can hear you? Alright. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, welcome to the Parliament.
Thank you very much.
By the way, you're looking beautiful. You're looking ravishing. That's the
Thank
word,
you.
ravishing. How are you doing?
You too as well. You look
I look good. Yeah, thank you so much. See, that's being gentle. That's reciprocating. Cheesy, learn. This is how to do it, huh?
I don't just want to lie.
There's nothing to lie about. It's looking great.
Cheesy, that's one. This is 1-0. 1-0. Welcome. It's the Parliament here on 99.5, like I said. So this morning we're going to be looking at the issue that has to do with first is for social media and drug abuse and how social media has been influencing, has been promoting drug abuse. I'll start with you, Happiness. First things first. Are you a fan of social media? If you tell me no, then we'll have a problem. Are you a fan of social media to start off with?
Yeah, I am a fan of social media.
Okay. When you say you're a fan of social media, that means you like the idea of social media and you take advantage of social media. Social media aids in communication, aids you in communication, right?
Yes, I like the idea of social media. I mean, it's a great asset to our generation.
I need to hear you clearly. Just hold on, do not go anywhere. Still 99.5. I just want to fix some technicalities here and then we'll come back. Right? Say with us. Yeah, I know loud enough. You're not loud enough.
Yeah, close the door for me. I can never connect to you.
You talk for half an hour. You can speak into the mic, right? Use this mic. Speak, yes, I'll speak into the mic. Because you're here now, so you should know.
Is it because I'm not speaking?
No, because this mic is not loud enough. Are you still live? You take it here then. Okay, let's go. Way more. Open up now. Alright, welcome back. Like I said, it's still the Parliament. I just had to fix a couple of technicalities here in the studio before we continue. So I was talking with Happiness. So you like the idea of social media, and you feel it has done us more good than harm. Is that the angle you want to come from?
Yes, yes.
More good than harm.
Yeah, it has done more good than harm, actually. Everything that has an advantage has a disadvantage. So, to me, I think social media has done a lot of good. It has a lot of advantage than
disadvantages. Let me come to you, Cheesy. You share the same lights?
Yes, sir.
You do?
I do.
Because other persons feel that, especially if you ask our parents, they feel, the kids are spending so much time on social media. The things that they learn on social media is something that they didn't even teach them. Some kids learn how to, learn how to dress
Indecent.
In an indecent way as a result of social media. Some kids learn words that are not supposed to learn, they're not supposed to even know about at the age that they are via social media. And they feel that it's so open, there are no restrictions as regards to social media, and this to a large extent has affected the way children grow. You want to share, you share the same lines with parents, especially parents now. They complain about that.
It's true that they can learn those things from social media,
Mm.
but still on that same social media, I think there are parental guidelines to it.
Mm.
I think there's a way you can manage your Google, your social accounts, for your kids and all of that, except they are learning it outside.
Mm.
Except they are learning it outside, maybe from their friends. But you as a parent, there's a way you can, set your devices, strictly for children. The only thing you'll see is what kids should see, what children.
Let's be realistic.
should see.
How many parents would know how to do that? Let's be very honest with ourselves, and that's where the problem is.
Yeah, that's
And
where the
that,
problem
so
comes
you're
in.
saying regulations, right? We
Yeah.
have to set regulations.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to read through what we have here as regards the conversation this morning, talking about drug promotion flooding social media, following high costs of course, healthcare, drug shortage in the country. Millions of Nigerians are compelled to seek alternative sources of purchasing drugs that are relatively cheaper and affordable. Desperation to finding cures for their ailment at affordable costs has, however, made many fall victim of scammers on social media who promise them a permanent solution to the problem, but they end up with worse situation. Before we even go deep into the situation, we're also going to look at self-care situation that we do have. Cheesy, let me come to you. Have you ever taken self-medication ever?
Yes.
Why? I mean, why would you do that? Because I'm asking you this question so that we will have real life experience. Why people do what they do. Situations can make people do what they do. So why do you do that?
Because I believe I'm going to get better through it.
Without
And
without
most
taking
of
without
the
seeking
times-
professional.
Most of the times,
Mm.
what I've taken before, that I just went.
All right, go ahead.
Most of the times, it's what I've taken before that when the sickness tends to relapse, I
Mm.
then just go and purchase it again. I don't need an extra prescription, so I just know what to take. So that also means self-medication.
And subconsciously you feel it's right. It's the right thing to do.
Yes.
You feel it's the right thing to do.
To me, you're not getting me.
I know I'm trying to get you
The drugs have already been prescribed to me.
by a professional.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's say the sickness relapse when after a certain time, I just know I'm to go get that drug. That is still self-medication. Like, I did not go to anybody to tell me to get it. I just went to get that one. So yeah.
All right. Even though I feel at the back of your mind that that's the wrong thing to do, Abby, let me. I'm sure you have at some point. Maybe you have. Maybe you haven't. But have you taken self-medication before?
Yes, I have.
I mean, why? It's very dangerous to do that. Why would you do that?
Well.
Why would anybody take self-medication without taking professional advice or professional prescription?
Yeah, I know it's not
Professional, it's not advisable.
Yes, but in a case where you just have a slight headache, I mean, you don't have to go to the hospital to tell them to check what's wrong with your head or go to scan. It's headache, so I should take paracetamol or a painkiller or something, so I can actually tell you yes.
I'm sure you know my colleague. I'm sure you know my colleague,
Yeah.
Anthony. She's not here, by the way. My regards to her. She's trying to fix a thing or two, work related, by the way.
Yeah.
So there was a time I think she was having a slight headache. And I was like, just take pain relief, take something that can subside the pain. She was like, no, she has to go for a checkup. I said, okay, you have to, what? I mean, just take it now. It's headache now. I said, no. She has to check. Then I thought to myself, maybe I was the one doing something wrong or saying something wrong. I don't know how deep of an offense or how wrong I was by making that statement to her to go take whatever drugs. She said she needs to know exactly what's wrong with her.
Yeah.
And I believe that's the proper way to go about, treating ailments, treating, yourself rather than. But why have we relegated ourselves to this narrative of self-medication, especially in Nigeria?
I think going for proper medical advice it's good, but considering the cost of going to seek the professional advice itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know.
It might cost a lot, considering that maybe you don't know if that person is buoyant enough that period to afford that kind of.
At that point.
Yes,
yeah.
you get. So the next alternative is just to look for something that can easily just ease you at that moment. Then much later, when you're good enough, you can go and sort it out. As long as it's not something that is life-threatening, you get. Or if it's just a headache, you just take paracetamol. And much later, you can go to the hospital and you explain your the way you've been feeling inside and everything, and then run your test.
Like you said, let me narrow it down to poverty, right? You might say cost, but a lot of persons, poverty might be a bit extreme, but that's the situation in Nigeria. We have a very high poverty level where people feel, this money I want to go to check up. For you and just buy food shop, they can just add 1 or 2, drugs on top. These are the things that are real. But then again, how much have poverty really crippled and reduced the standard in Nigeria? It has really, really affected us, right?
It has. Nobody would like to take something that would hurt them. But in most cases, it's just their capability at that time. They're not able or capable to afford proper medication, proper treatment. So the little they can, they just, try their best. Which, in most cases, is not the proper way to go.
It's not advisable to go about it.
Yes.
We'll come to social media. I just want to treat on this self-medication situation. And we're talking about poverty and how much that's really crippled us. I would like to get your perspective. How dangerous has poverty really placed, especially Nigerians, at this point?
I'll say poverty is a very bad thing.
Everybody knows it's bad. How bad is it?
But then I don't think I can. Okay, I can weigh it. I'll say if we're rating poverty in Nigeria out of 100%, we'll give it 85, because the masses makes up Nigeria. They are incredibly poor, not just finance, but all round.
Sometimes when hold on, Cheesy, now calm down. I know you are. Whenever Cheesy talks like this, I try to make her repeat herself, not for me alone, but for the people listening to you, so they can get the gravity and the extent at which you say that again, please.
I said when we are weighing the poverty in Nigeria, let's say we're weighing it over 100%, we'll give it 85%. Because the masses that makes up Nigeria, they are incredibly poor.
What do you mean incredibly poor?
Exceedingly.
Why? How?
Okay, because let's look at let's put Nigeria on the spectrum, okay? Even when I'm talking of poverty, I'm talking about all areas of poverty. I would say we display wealth. We do not, because both currency-wise, intellectually-wise, and physically-wise, we're not. I don't have the data to prove to you, but if you enter spaces, you'll be able to gather this information. And Nigerian as well. So.
I think that's the reason why we do or we act the way we act. Some people feel that we pay less attention to things that really matter.
The credibility we use in approaching things in this country
is as a result
of the poverty.
All right, Thank you so much. Let's go over to social media. You know the stats. First is first. Um, Chidi, have you ever seen any suspicious health ads on social media?
I have always seen
And what's your reaction to it?
Kilele.
Kilele. She said Kilele. What does that mean? What's happening here?
Yeah, something like that.
And to you, does it occur to you that this might be wrong? Yeah.
Yes, it does occur to me that's wrong, and I know it's wrong.
Have you done anything about it?
What can I do about it?
And that's where I asked you, Kilele, why won't you do anything?
What do I do about it? You know, the internet is saturated with influencers that usually say, I've used it, so you can use it as well. And it's deceiving because these people are portraying themselves as healthy and they have used it, so why can't the common man use it too? So yes.
Happiness, do you think social media should allow, especially influencers, to promote these arts on Facebook, on the different platforms on social media?
Well, to me, I don't think the influencers are the problem.
Okay.
I think it's the product itself that they are influencing for. If the product is safe enough for humans to consume, it's not their problem. They are paid to influence these drugs. That's their job.
Okay.
They are paid to influence it. So they are not the cause of whether the drugs is affecting humans negatively. So I don't think they are the problem. So influencing is okay.
It's
So
okay.
should
But don't you also think
influence.
that there should be regulations to this? Don't you also think that they should pay attention to how they pass wrong information across? Because if something happens to someone, like I read, if something happens at the end of the day, somebody might lose his or her life. And then you would say it's based on the person who is influencing. How about those who are regulating?
They might
this?
lose their life, but they are not the ones that produced it. I mean, these products, before they are launched into the market, they're supposed to be NAFDAC approved. They're supposed to go through testing by the NDLEA. Yeah, so if they are influencing for these products, I believe, or to me, if I'm influencing, I think this thing has gone through the necessary test. These drugs has gone through the necessary test. I mean, I turn and I look, I see NAFDAC approved. To me, is safe. You understand? So if there's no NAFDAC approved, then that's where the question comes in. Is it safe? But as long as I'm saying NAFDAC approved, it's okay for me to influence. But if an influencer is on purpose influencing a drug that is not NAFDAC approved and has not gone through the necessary testing, that's where the problem comes in. That's where it is wrong. That's where it is a crime. You get?
Well, it's a good thing you've actually called out the agencies that are supposed to regulate these drugs, NAFDAC, NDLEA. Do you think, based on maybe your observation, based on what you're seeing on social media, based on the stories you've got, do you think they are doing their job well enough to ensure that these fake drugs do not go around? You might not be maybe a medical practitioner but based on your observation.
I don't know how they tested it, but sometimes those drugs that are written NAFDAC approved on it has proven to be dangerous to the health of a lot of people.
Have you had a personal experience?
To me, yes, I have.
You have?
I have. A slimming tea, a particular slimming tea I bought. That thing almost killed me, but it was written NAFDAC approved on it.
And you checked the expiry date?
I'm telling you.
It was on point?
I'm telling you. Whoa, I don't know.
And then this is where self-medication comes in. That particular slimming tea, was it prescribed to you?
It wasn't.
It wasn't. And then it could also be that particular slimming tea might not align maybe with your system. Who knows? Who knows? All right, the phone lines is open. We'll have to get your reaction as regards to this conversation. 081-355-42321, 081-355-42321, 091-286-30377, 091-286-30377. 30377. I talked about stricter regulations and health advertising on social media. Easy, you think there should be stricter measures, right?
I mean, that's why these organizations are set up in the first place, for them to be strict.
I mean, on social media now.
On social media, yes, they should also advance into the social media spaces, although we cannot exactly control, because the market in social media doesn't even have restriction. So,
And that's where the problem is, because social media is allowed to allow whatever. That's where I think they should be held responsible for most of all this fake information, especially.
Yes,
especially.
definitely.
Yeah, let's see if we can take calls here. 08135542321, 08135542321. 0912863037. I have Cheesy and Happiness Felix with me here in the studio, and then of course we are looking at drug promotion on social media. Drug promotion on social media, how patients of course go blind, suffer stroke, experience kidney failure as a result of fake drugs, and self-medication. Very so the proliferation of drug promotion on social media has led to surge, several Nigerians falling victim of counterfeits and unregulated medication, resulting to severe health complications, and patients experience blindness, stroke, kidney failure as a result of these fake drugs. Causes, of course, what are the contributory factors? We have unregulated online pharmacies, like social media platform enabling unlicensed vendors to thrive, with many selling counterfeits or mislabeled products. Lack of awareness from the people. This is where I want to come to happiness on Nigerians. Are we? This is a problem I have with information. People who lack necessary information, especially in the area they want to go into, especially when they want to take drugs. Nigerians, are we very unaware of things, and why if that's the case, why?
We are, yeah, I would say yes. We are very unaware. No, the typical Nigerian man he sees red for red, sees green for green. It takes like a very I don't know how to put it now. Like, you need to be very, very inquisitive to want to know extra. If this is green, why is it green? A typical Nigerian man just wants to just do his thing and leave that place.
Yeah.
You understand? If they are giving you paracetamol at a chemist or the hospital, as long as it's coming from a hospital or a pharmacy, they'll just take it and drink it. They don't care to look if, okay, this one has red pack, this one has blue pack. So what's the red pack for? What's the blue pack for?
I know it's a relative to me. I just pray he's not listening to me. He's a guy, and that's the funny thing. If it's not red, don't buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not, please don't buy the one. You return it, even if they tell you. Even if I go to buy it.
Yeah.
And I said, this is the only one available. Go on, I'm not taking it. It's not. And it's I think it boils down to we, like I said, and like we were discussing, we not being aware, not being enlightened enough.
Yeah.
On especially medical issues. I know, yes, we shouldn't take self-medication, but then again, there are certain things we should know at the tip of our fingers as regards health issues. And who do we blame for this situation?
You don't blame anybody in this
blame
case.
yourself.
You blame yourself, because I mean, you're supposed to be always learning. To me, if you see me on the internet, I'm always
researching.
Yeah, you get. If I see something new, I always want to dig deeper about that thing. That is me. I mean, everybody has to, because we're humans and we're evolving humans. So for you to evolve, then you have to be a learner. You have to be a researcher. You have to research things. Not saying that one doesn't concern me. Even
Everything,
if,
like everything.
yeah, just know a little about everything.
Like you know a little about everything.
I
You're trying. I mean, we have our phones with us. We have the internet at our beck and call.
Yeah. So,
I mean, Google is our friend. I mean, you can check whatever you want to check. Nobody's going to restrict you from knowing whatever you want to know. So what's stopping you from
exactly.
from learning? What's stopping you from learning? Exactly. And you're saying you know a bit about everything, yeah?
Not entirely, but
oh, you should. I like the fact that you Chizzy, you want to agree with what Agnes said?
Yes.
About what exactly?
You asked if Nigerians are unaware.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so I agree with what you said. Although I have to say that we are not naturally unaware.
As humans or as Nigerians?
As Nigerians. Many of us, we just tend to downplay stuff. We know that something is wrong, but then that's the immediateness. We just like, we'll just do it now. We'll just do it now. Later, will take care of itself, so something like that.
So we procrastinate. Is that what you're saying?
That one can go.
Okay. All right. Let's also look at I think Happiness did talk about it. High healthcare costs. Another matter. High healthcare costs. Well, people go for substandard drugs. People go for what is cheaper because of the costs of good health care. And how has that crippled a lot of Nigerians?
It has a lot. Obviously, you can see the repercussion of all of that. The fact that people are now.
It's funny you haven't brought any government into this conversation, and I'm wondering why. But then go ahead.
No, I don't want to.
You don't want. You will go there. If you don't go there, I will drag you there because it's very important. So go ahead.
Okay, because I mean, there should be provisions for. I believe we have provisions for free medical health care. I mean, free, if it's eye care, free, hospitals, free places or, centers where somebody can get free drugs, free medication, get tested for
free. We should have
everything.
that.
We have, I think we have, but it's not effective.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not effective. So, in this case where the poor, those that can't afford those things, and there's no free medication, you want them to now go and steal, to go and afford the expensive medical treatment. No, they will go for the lesser one that they can afford. That's the one they will go for. So this problem now, I would partially blame the Nigerian economic system for this particular one, because
which is run by.
You want to
no, I'm not saying anything. Which is run by Happiness Felix. Let's just go with that.
Yeah, I mean, there should be provisions for free medical health care and everything. I mean, we pay our taxes in this country.
Yeah, we do.
We should have those kind of things.
And then there are people, yes.
We should have those kind of things.
I wouldn't want to go to other climes and what happens in other climes, but I know what the government, now you make me want to say the government first, but then what the government can do for the citizens, especially those who cannot fend for themselves, especially those who are less privileged.
Yeah.
They go ahead to go, see how they can help, how they can, make life easy for them. But that's not always the case in the country.
No, not at all. They're not making life easy for those that can't afford proper medical treatments. I mean, the free medical centers are not even working. In most cases, if you go there, you have to buy the drugs itself. So, I mean, they'll just.
And what are the alternatives? Are we going to fold our hands and do nothing?
The only thing we can do is talk.
No, that's not. I believe that's not the only thing.
No, the only thing I believe we can do is talk. And then if you have the capability as a human, then once in a while, you can just make outreaches or NGOs to provide.
Now you're talking. Now it goes beyond talking. It's not about having capability. You don't need capability
No,
to be
when
out
it
to
comes to the
NGOs.
government, that's the only thing we can do.
You said, of course, the only thing we can do, you said, is talk. And I said, I disagreed with you. You know, as much as we're talking, like you said, we have information at our beck and call. We can always source for information, look for solutions out of the problems where we find ourselves. We did talk about NGOs.
Yeah.
All right, no, somebody like, I think like NGO, are there NGOs that can help out in situations like that? They're just talking about this now. So people are just finding out that there are NGOs that can help out in situations like this. And then information, trust me, they say is power. All right. So if we know about these NGOs, if we also know of ways where we can hold the government accountable for these things, so that they can draw their awareness to what is happening in the rural community, I think that can help to a large extent.
Yes, it can.
All right. Let's look at. You did talk about regulatory actions, NAFDAC, monitoring online drug marketers, conducting investigation and shutting down offenders. Of course, they've also introduced tools like, we heard that they have, but we haven't seen these things happen. We haven't seen one person being persecuted. I think stricter actions, stricter measures are not taken out. Are they?
They're not.
They're not.
Taken at all.
Really, really terrible. Let's take more calls. If we can get the calls coming, 081 355 42321, 081 355 42321, 091 286 303 77, 091 286 303 77. That's also the number to call. You can also call me, send me a message on my WhatsApp on the WhatsApp portal. Yeah, the number again is 08135542232. We have a message here. Okay, this is not for us. Alright, keep the calls coming. 08135542321, 08135542321, 091 286 303 77. These are the numbers to call. When we go to the hospital, we have issues of delayed treatments, medical delayed treatment. We're looking at ways to, consequences that comes as a result of drug abuse, fake drugs. When these things happen, people go to the hospital. When they get to the hospital, our situation of delayed treatment. I don't know if you've experienced. Let me come to you, Cheesy. Cheesy, have you gone to the hospital before?
Yes.
You have. Okay. Have you experienced any form of delayed treatment ever?
No.
You haven't. Have you seen people who have experienced it?
Yes.
How do you feel? How did you feel?
It's sad
What did you do?
and unfair.
I keep asking, what did you do in this case? Because I feel we should at some point do something.
But where you do not have the power, you will not be able to.
You don't
do
need
anything.
supernatural powers to do something.
Even the power that comes with it, there's not even supernatural
Have you
power.
tried? Have you
Yeah.
tried? Or did you have you tried?
To-
But I think happiness will be in the position to answer this question. Happiness, sorry, cheesy. When you find yourself in situations where there's a delayed treatment, there's somebody that's supposed to be treated and then they're delayed. At that point, you're like, all you do is shout and complain. Is that where it stops? Can we just stop at that, not going further to do necessary things we need to do?
Oh, well, for me, I have not experienced it personally, and neither have I been in a situation where somebody is being delayed treatment. But from the little I can see that has happened online, I see people go live, to create awareness, if there's any way help can come in at that point. I mean, some people that lost their life because of delayed treatment, that lack of difficult. I don't want to start mentioning names, but there are a lot of people that it has happened to and they lost their life.
Names of people who have lost their lives as a result.
As a result of that delayed treatment, that nonchalant attitude, when it comes to treating people, taking somebody's health matter seriously. Yeah, so I saw, it was online, everything was online. It was happening on, there was video popping up and everything. You get. So now, in this case now, when you get to the hospital and it is like this, to me, I think it's high time we now start having personal medical tutelage. Like, just have it. In case you come across somebody that
is first aid treatment.
Yeah, the first aid treatment, that's what I'm talking about. You can first administer that to the person. Or if you take the person to the hospital and they're not doing what they're supposed to do, maybe because they say you should buy a card before they commence treatment and all of that, within yourself, if you have 5 people, if 5 is even too much, if you have 3 people with that knowledge, then that person's life will be saved. So at this point, like you said, let's be realistic. You can only shout. If they say they will not, they will not. Except you want to go and bring a army, a helicopter of a SWAT team and all of that to come and invade the hospital, which will not happen. Again. So at this point,
I'm happy you talked about the first aid treatment. I think when we were in school, we used to learn first aid, how to administer first aid. I don't know if they still do it now. We do have first aid box in the school, which is not usually complete. but then again, you did talk about if 2-3 persons have the knowledge of how to administer first aid. To a large extent, we can help save a lot of life. I think that we should hold that to school per curriculum for that. But I think we shouldn't just narrow that down. You did talk about how the internet is open for everybody to learn how to administer this thing. We just need to be aware. We just need to know how important this knowledge are to us. We just need to take proactive measures to see how we can help ourselves. We cannot always, I know you've been trying to avoid holding the government responsible for this thing, but we cannot always hold the government responsible always. We have to play our part. We have to do the little we can do. Let's play our role and ensure we have a better Nigeria. Thank you so much, Happiness Felix, for your time. It's going to be a pleasure if I have you some more time here in the studio. It's a pleasure having you here today.
Thank you.
And Chizzy, it's a pleasure one more time.
Thank you.
Before we go, Happiness, no, you're not a politician. No, that's not a conversation. What's your advice for, I would love us to talk about young people before we leave. What's your advice to young people like you and I? Are we that young? No, we're not that young. The younger ones, right? Yes. Gen Zs. Am I? No.
And Gen X,
And Gen X. Some you like that. What's your advice for them, especially when it has to do with social media? How they can approach social media? They might be listening to you. The best way to approach social media, the best way to take advantage of social media for it to be more of an advantage to them than disadvantage, because trust me, as much as there are lots of advantage with social media, there are crazy disadvantages when it comes to social media, which can be harmful to our lives, it can be harmful to our environment. So what your advice to them as regards social media?
First of all, we have a younger generation of I'm still young,
we
have a younger generation of, youths that are moved by trends. They are moved by trends. So if they see a particular product launched into the market, they don't ask if this thing will be good for me, if it would not. They, as long as it's trending, they want to dive into it so that they can, blend and then go with the flow and everything. But that's not always the case. You should learn to ask questions. You should learn to know what is good for you and what is bad for you. I mean, I know the world is gradually going to a place where you cannot differentiate good and bad anymore. They look for a more refined name for bad.
This portal you're opening. When we finish opening,
they call it a cliche. If I should use that word, you understand. But let's just be true to ourselves, because at the end of the day, when you start suffering the repercussion of those things, it's just you. those people you
No,
were
your
doing it
parents,
for.
even your parents might only say
They will
sorry
not
and
be,
cry.
yeah, they will not be there. It's just you. So what I would say to them is, please be realistic. Differentiate between good and bad, and always choose good.
Sometimes people don't even know what is good from what is bad because of the pairs and the environment that they keep.
They
So
know.
what really?
They know.
What might tend to be good, the environment can depict it to be. What might tend to be bad, the environment might depict it to be good. If you want me to start giving examples, like I said, we open the portal very well.
There are environmental factors, yeah, but you cannot tell me that nobody knows good and bad. You will not tell me that killing is good. It's bad, obviously. You will not tell me that smoking, they even write it on the back. It's bad. You understand? So everybody knows. I believe everybody knows what they're doing.
Exactly.
Everybody knows what they're doing. It's a matter of choice. I don't even believe friends can really influence people. It's a matter of choice. Because if you want to say friends, you had people also in that group that were Christians, they were church people. You call them Mary Amaka. You refuse to follow those ones. You now follow the ones that you claim are, classy and, they know lie, they know things, they know what's up. Those are the ones you now choose to blend with. And then those ones that are, following that path, you tag them a certain name, Mary Amaka, Christian, holy, and all of that. But these people are just trying to be, to live right and trying to be honest. You understand? But you see them as, they don't know anything. I believe everybody knows what they are doing. I believe everybody.
You're making this conversation a very interesting conversation.
So
you don't want to start off
my
now.
advice to them is please, before you take any, you go for any product online, please do your research. Just do your research about it. Also get reviews of other people. Listen for reviews of other people, how it helped them or if it didn't help them before you jump into it, not because it's trending, you want to have it. And so please just do your research before you use it. And because we have gotten to a point where something can be written NAFDAC approved and it's still dangerous.
Very true.
For your health.
All right.
So,
thank you so much. Chizzy, final word before we go. Final words.
Let's be careful of what we consume and what we digest from social media.
All right, thank you so much, Chizzy. My name is Crystal Mayman. Sevidos is still 99.5, which is very much business radio. Don't go away.
1 minute. Give me 2 minutes. 3 minutes. I want to say something before I leave. Chizzy, you're distracted. Right? Yes, you are.
You didn't even give me time to speak. What do you mean I'm distracted? I was just sitting because you were not giving me time to speak. So I just let me relax.
I'm going to tell you why.
Network on the enter the phone.
I'm going to tell you why. Let me speak to. Just give me a minute. Let me speak
is to provide radio listeners with maximum value through the provision of content that meet their wishes. WISH99.5FM intends to deliver the economic implication of issues across multiple categories of politics, technology, human education, and many more. This is our mission. We shall tailor our dynamic content through breaking news, exciting entertainment, and analysis. Our deliverables will present to the listeners the economic effect of news items to enable make informed decisions. WISH99.5 FM. Breaking news, exciting entertainment, and wider perspective. WISH99.5 FM. Your wish is our mandate.
See why I don't like turning on this thing.